Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Hi, I'm Karen Downing, and this is Spotlight in Frazee. With me is Bill Dagget, and Bill is the newest board member for economic development here in Frazee. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Bill, could you give us a little background as to who you are, where you work?
Bill Dagget, grew up here in Frazee. After growing up cleaning cattle trailers in the family business, decided I didn't want to do that. So I enlisted in the Air Force straight out of high school. Ended up staying in the Air Force in one way or another for 24 years. About the mid-2000s, I moved back to the area with the Guard in Fargo and lived in Hawley. And then a few years ago, moved back here to the Frazee area. And now I work in the drone industry, trying to help people understand the drone industry and their place in it.
Wow, that's amazing. So what is the name of the company?
Delta Advisory Group, and we focus on bringing clear-eyed insights into the industry. So if either an individual is looking to get into the industry or has a technology they think might be applicable, we help them with their discovery process to try to see if there's a product market fit for them.
Oh, very interesting. Thank you. And I know that you live near here over by Weimer Lake.
Yeah, I live about a mile south here on the lake I grew up on, and really love being back in the area.
Okay. And with the last name of Dagget, you have a deep history here in Frazee.
Yes, family has had property on Weimer Lake for over 100 years, and that legacy is something that we really enjoy being part of.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful area over there. So I have to mention that when I first moved to the area, we rented a house on Weimer Lake, and you were the very first person to connect with me, which is amazing. So we were in the driveway. I think you were even dropping something off or picking something up. And by the time you left, you knew who I was, you knew my background, and you even asked me what I needed. And when I said, well, I'm looking for a job, you said, well, what do you do? And later you said, send me an email, tell me what you do, I know some people. And honestly, because of that, I started meeting people in Frazee, and I got a job.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Bill, and what you do in our community. So Frazee is a very friendly place, and yeah, you're part of that. So we have a lot of new business here in Frazee, and I know I got to be a part of some of the ribbon cutting, and I know this is where you are going to center a lot of your time now. I know you're already very involved in everything that goes on here, but some of the newer business that I really appreciate is like the Gobbler. I like to go down to the Gobbler for Friday night steak night. Yes.
Absolutely.
And we've got the Monarch coffee shop now. My favorite there is a latte, decaf latte with almond milk. So they know me there when I walk in. Yeah. And the Corner Collective is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's growing up here in Frazee, I remember hearing the whistle for break time at the old Swift plant that no longer exists, of course. And it's nice to see as Frazee has evolved over the decades now, the positive energy and traction that we're getting here, I think we're really on a good vector, and that's the result of everyone pitching in and trying to help the community as a whole get better. The places you mentioned, Monarch, Gobbler, I mean, those wouldn't be out of place in a much larger town. So those are definitely places that we can be proud of as a community, I think.
Absolutely. And I know the youth center, Cornerstone Youth Center, is just gigantic and took a lot of planning and a lot of people to put it together.
Absolutely. That's that I know of, which doesn't mean much. That's a really unique asset for a community to have, especially one as small as ours. And so I think that's really a item that we can emphasize when we're telling our story throughout.
Absolutely. And I know too, early on, working in the area, I got to know a lot of the staff and faculty over at the school. We have an awesome school here with a lot of really great teachers and administrative people. I know also there are a lot of businesses in town that have been here for a long time. I don't know exactly how long the Ketter's Meat Market has been here. Do you know?
Not offhand, I'd have to read the sign, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, forever. And the Frazee Family Foods has been here for a really long time. Always stop there. And I think one of my favorite little stores is the Backyard Station, which is not open in the wintertime, but when they open, I'm at the front door.
Yeah, that's a great place. We go there quite a bit.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff there. A newer business that we do have is Funky Junk. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've stopped there or not, or if your wife has.
I don't think my wife has yet. At least my credit card tells me she hasn't. But yeah, I've been in there. It's again a great, unique little place for us to have that really is progress toward positioning Frazee as a destination. You know, with places like that people want to go to. Or Wanigan Park with the Troll is another great example. As we continue to grow, hopefully that'll just help the whole community.
Yes, and I know with the Trolls at Wanigan Park, we already have lots and lots of people, thousands of people that have come through the area. And I know there is talk about how do we hold these people, how do we get them to come to our restaurants and so forth. And I know that's all in process with our Frazee Forward meetings. So we do have a lot of events that have been taking place for a long time and newer ones that are coming up here. I know last summer we did Fridays in Frazee. Every Friday we had 3 gigantic inflatables and music blaring and kids laughing and bubbles everywhere. That was really fun. So I know we're planning something again this summer. Turkey Days. Were you involved in Turkey Days?
As a participant,
what did you enjoy most?
The parade and the demo derby are always been the highlight of Turkey Days to me. I remember growing up, the flea market was always the fun. I remember riding in from the lake and buying silly things that you do. But really, the whole weekend is just definitely a highlight of the summer. It's a lot of fun. It's amazing to me, from the street dance to the water fights and how much participation there is. Again, in a relatively small community, I think it really makes us special.
Right, and as you say, it's another piece of that making Frazee a destination. Also, we just finished up with a Merry Frazee Christmas, which was, I felt, very extensive in all the things that happened around town. I happened to run out to Carinell Estate on Weimer Lake and helped with a beautiful party that they had there with Christmas drinks at the bar and Christmas live music and tours through the estate. That was fun. Yeah. And did you take part in anything in that?
No, I was out of town for this darn day job. But it seemed, from all accounts, everyone had a great time. Yes,
and just many, many things, including, I believe, meeting Santa and his wife, Mrs. Santa, and many wonderful things that were going on in the area. So coming up now, we have Cabin Fever Days, and we just had a meeting for planning that. That's going to be February 7th to 9th, and we want everyone to put that on their calendar, and we can look forward to that. Also, we have some major meetings in town that have to do with moving Frazee forward. So our Frazee Forward meeting itself is on the first Wednesday of each month. It's from 7 to 8 a.m. here at Creating Community Consulting, which is 305 West Main. And also we have the Frazee Community Club meeting the third Thursday, always at 6 p.m. at the same location, 305 West Main. So, as a new member of the Board for Economic Development, do you have anything in mind? Do you see any places that you feel time should be put into? Or have you been in any conversations that really interested you in getting involved in this?
Well, I was excited for the opportunity to be part of the EDA. I was part of the EDA in Hawley for many years, and I think we made a lot of positive progress, and looking forward to helping out wherever I can in my current role. I would say, for me, the three areas that the EDA can help, especially a small community in northern Minnesota, housing, affordable and accessible housing for people from all backgrounds is very critical. And then downtown, focusing on making it a vibrant downtown. The more empty windows and doors we have, that's the first and the last impression visitors have of our community. So the more positive effort we can put toward ensuring we have places like Funky Junk and others that truly generate traffic and excitement is important. And also, as part of the overall holistic economic development, to focus on diversifying our employer base, not looking just down the street or across the state, but across the nation. We have a lot of unique assets here that I think would benefit lots of different employers and their workers. So, who can we find that can most benefit from what we have to offer?
That's right. And remembering that Frazee really is a great place to live. We're going to be welcoming in a couple new businesses this spring, Home Sweet Bakehouse, and also Mama's Pizzeria and Scoops, and they will both be located near Sipe Drug. And on January 29th, Frazee Floral will start in this building, 305 West Main. So we are really looking forward to more growth in Frazee and very excited about moving Frazee forward. Thank you.